right. Hello everyone, my name is Malgorzata Szyszko, and today I'm going to speak about team spirit and how to keep it in the teams which are working remotely, hybrid, and also dispersed. So when it comes to the agenda, what I will be focusing on today, it's not only a team spirit, but also some factors which are influencing the team spirit in various ways. So among those factors, I will focus on the uncertainty, also on how to keep the engagement, and also how to cope with the context switching. At the end, a couple of words about if the AI is influencing the team spirit as well. So let's move on. So when I was preparing myself for the presentation and I was analyzing the definitions of team spirit, it was all about and around willingness to stay in the team. So if I would ask you all, what's your definition of the team spirit? I think that we would get different answers. However, it would be also connected that, all right, I'm a team member, but to feel the team spirit, I am willing to be a part of this team. So nobody is pushing you to stay there, right? And I gathered a small list of factors. What's needed for to get a perfect team spirit, and in my view, team spirit is a very mysterious mixture, which consists of a lot of ingredients, and among them I can call, for instance, the understanding cultural differences, because while working in the dispersed teams, sometimes you are just collaborating with the people from completely other continent, and understanding the culture they are living in. It's also an added value, but also something completely new. And it's also a magical ingredient of the team spirit. Apart from that, having a great atmosphere, some meetings in person, it's also a great value. Apart from that, I would say that a great role plays having clear goals and also roles and responsibilities, and just be aware what's our aim, and long and short term. From my experience also, what is giving a team more strength is also the fact that we are constantly improving, discussing and improving. So this loop of adaptation and inspecting and adaptation is working, and learning from experience is giving us a value, and also the power as a team. What is also so when it comes to the factors if there is something what can damage a team spirit, is from my experience, uncertainty. Is it really like this? I guess so, but because even the researchers from university in Los Angeles have proven that some level of uncertainty is influencing our brain the same as a physical pain. So actually, the uncertainty makes a difference, right? So what is especially so how to minimize this uncertainty is, for instance, the fact that the management frameworks are giving us this value that we have repeatable cycles like sprints, and also some chances to have opportunity to learn more about the scope and what are we going to do next, like sprint planning or some refinements. And that's just use the opportunity to minimize this uncertainty. From my experience, also a nice example I can bring to you is that one day in one of my organizations, the management said, all right, so the next step of digital transformation we are going to make is to do the scaled Scrum. Then the people were just shocked at the very beginning, but the organization did it well because they organized a bunch of town halls, workshops and meetings so that all the guys in the teams were aware what's coming next, how it will be done, it was justified, why are we doing this, and what are the reasons. And coming to the starting the first PI, we were sure how we're gonna do it, and it was done actually with the enthusiasm. What is one of my best memories when it comes to the transformation to the scaled Scrum. And all right, so let's say the scope is already planned, more or less we know what to do. But as we know, the plans are rather often very ambitious. And when I'm talking to my colleagues, what is always a challenge is context switching, right? We need to switch the context so many times during the day, and having multiple tasks on our to-do list, it doesn't bring us so much enthusiasm. So, what can help in this situation, and how to tackle better with the context switching? So, from my experience and my teams, what is really helpful is to make a proper team agreements. And they should be written somewhere so that everyone can access it whenever they want. As an example I can bring is that we agreed on the hours when everyone in the team is there, because we were working in the dispersed team among different continents, and that wasn't that easy to bring everyone to the meeting at this, in the early morning and in the evening, right? What is also very nice is to use the focus mode and do not disturb status, and just set those rules and don't be afraid to use it. What is helping me personally is also just muting my phone and forget about it for some time. That the notifications are coming, or also switching them completely off. What is also vital for the whole team is just setting the clear priorities. I have a manager who is always saying that if everything is vital, then nothing is vital, and I do agree with him in this case. And so the clear goals and clear priorities make a difference as well. Apart from that, having a personal routine is something what can make a difference even if you have to switch a context a lot. For instance, I have a colleague who is waking up in the morning, having his first coffee, and he's doing the code review for the other guys, so that they won't disturb him later, because they will have to take care of the comments he provided. So that's also a nice approach. And me personally, I'm checking the calendar for every day, and then I'm planning some blocks when I can do something, and when I have time, when I will have to be switching between some other tasks. What is bringing the help in that situation, out of experience of my colleagues, is also making some to-do lists and making some notes. and introducing a Pomodoro rule. So I hope you know Pomodoro, which is like making some block of focused work and then having some break. And let's say that the team spirit is quite well, but how to keep it and how to maintain it. There are here on the slide, I bring you a few examples of the tools which can be used to make the meetings and some events more productive and more interesting for the people from your teams. So for instance, I'm using the wheel of names to choose a volunteer for some daily or just having a refinement, who will be running the refinement this time. And it's like an element of gambling, which is very funny sometimes. Apart from that, my newest finding is a Gartic phone, which is a tool giving a small sign of something funny, and I'm using it as an icebreaker or introduction to the retrospective, and it's very nice because it's like a warm-up before the other talk, and it's giving people opportunity to warm up before talking about something which is not necessarily nice, about some problems or challenges afterwards during the retrospective. Apart from that, Miro, I can tell, is a wonderful mind full of retrospective patterns and also tips for workshops and other kind of meetings. And moving forward, I'm currently also doing some postgraduate studies about artificial intelligence, and I was wondering about is it influencing the team spirit somehow? And I think yes. And on one hand, of course, if you are having a project connected to AI when you are building it, it is influencing directly. But indirectly, some people may be moved by this, by those news, which are bringing us, well, when the AI will take our jobs. So for those who are scary, I just post a link for the website, Will Robots Take My Job? And then you can get a risk estimation where you can check how probably you will be replaced. But considering it in the context of team spirit, I would say that what can we do to keep the team spirit great, even if the artificial intelligence is around the corner, is that just prompt well. So it means that being in the team, just ask the right questions and also actively listen what the others are saying, right? So that's make a difference. Never stop learning, because the algorithms are building those neural networks. So you do the same, right? So be just stay in this race. And don't forget that emotions and being authentic is something what is making us pure humans. So just stay like this. And remember that the bots are hallucinating. And at the very, very end, I would say that just to conclude, how to keep the team spirit on, just stay positive, support yourself in the teams, never stop learning, try new methods of running some workshops or events, and just wish you good luck to keep your team spirit up. And well, I guess that's all. Wish you a very nice lunch break, because it's still there, and also a splendid conference. Thank you.